good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is Forex Trading Course 101. And we have finally come to the Confirmation Fibonacci, everybody. Remember, trading is a learnable skill. When we learn in the correct way the three pillars. What are the three pillars? M stands for the market, S stands for the strategy, and T stands for the trader. We are trying to do this with all of these modules here, basic, beginner, and we are in the intermediate module, everybody. So most likely near the end of the year we are going to push into the advanced. We are going to talk about systems and strategies, everybody. And never forget, what do champion beginner traders say? Champion beginner traders always say, I am not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis, everybody. And of course this is a quote of Mark Douglas, and I have my own quote here. When the market scares you, don't be afraid to do the right thing, right? And remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. The webinars are not trading or investment advice, everybody. And for homeworks or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and you can follow me also on TradingView, okay, under the profile, the real, the real FXPassion, okay. Now, that being said, where are the pictures? That being said, everybody, this is for today. Trading Fibonacci numbers, the confirmation Fibonacci, and the rules. Okay? So, as always, everybody, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Take a screenshot of this. Okay? And I'm sorry, everybody, it's below the video it's saying, with the support of Dukascopy Community project, Dukascopy Webinars, our community host of the top watch program Forex Course 101 Passion, is introducing a new weekly 1 hour long stream, Crypto Thursday. Next week, maybe, everybody, next week we're going to have the Crypto Thursday. Okay, so type in the chat, everybody, once you've done. Okay, take a screenshot or send me an email or say hello on Skype so I can send you the pictures. And let's start learning again, okay, how to use the three Fibonaccis. Now this is the third Fibonacci, everybody, and it's called the Fibonacci of the confirmation or the confirmation Fibonacci. Okay, now we use the Fibonacci of the confirmation, number one, to re-enter trends when we have missed the entry at the C. Wow, right? This is Lucas. Are you here? Lucas, are you in the webinar? For the guys and girls, for the boys and the girls, for the traders, who are having a difficult time, oh, I cannot enter here, I cannot enter there because I lost the C. I lost the entry at the C and the risk reward ratio, it's not suitable, and so on. Well, now you have the solution, everybody. Okay, now you have the solution. So, hello Allah, how are you? Number one, we are going to re-enter with the Fibonacci of the confirmation when we have missed the entry at the C. 1.2 to confirm the extension of the original Fibonacci of the larger time frame and the smaller time frame. Hello Lucas, how are you? See Lucas, this is good news for you. Starting from today, you can enter the original Fibonacci with the Fibonacci of the confirmation, because we are using the Fibonacci of the confirmation to re-enter trends when we have missed the entry at the C. How this looks on the chart, right, everybody? How does this look on the chart? So we have the original Fibonacci, and in this sequence the market's making lower lows, lower highs, so it's in a retracement, right? And then, and remember everybody, this Fibonacci could be the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart, daily too, and you know, the best entry would be at the C, right? Talking about trading the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, let's be clear, not mix apples with bananas. Trading the Fibonacci sequence, everybody. This is the A, this is the B up in here, ABC. Okay, ABC. So this is the sequence, right? And the market is up in here right now. Everybody remember, Lucas? This was from yesterday and 2 days ago, everybody. And we were asking, okay, how are you going to trade this? Right? And most of you said, well, I am not, because the risk-reward ratio doesn't make any sense. Because the stop loss needs to go below or above the A. Remember, everybody? Hello, Jordan, how are you? Now, the confirmation Fibonacci solves this problem, everybody. Okay? So, step by step, let's not get too complex, right? So we have the original Fibonacci, everybody, which determines direction. Then we learned about the contrarian Fibonacci, and we said, well, we are using the contrarian Fibonacci to determine if the C is confirmed, yes or no. Now, with the Fibonacci of the confirmation, everybody, we are using the Fibonacci of the confirmation or the confirmation Fibonacci. You can call it any way you want, you like, you prefer, to re-enter trends. Okay? Now, this is this. What is the confirmation Fibonacci? The confirmation Fibonacci is the Fibonacci that goes in the same, on the same direction as the original one. Okay? So this is just an example, of course. Okay, so this would be one, green goes to green, this would be the second one, green goes to green, and Fibonacci retracement tool, sure enough, this would be the third one. Oh my gosh, right? Lucas, are you happy? Not just Lucas, everybody. Are you happy, everyone who is thinking and training and trading the Fibonacci sequence? Are you happy, everybody? The confirmation Fibonacci solves the issue of risk reward on the original one. Okay? Now, yes, I'm happy. Very good. Me too. We are happy. So, but let's not mix apples with bananas, everybody. Okay? So, if you are going to trade the confirmation Fibonacci, everybody, sure enough, your stop loss is going to go down in here. Okay, now this is the good news. This is the good news. The stop loss goes down in here. But also remember that your take profit goes up in here. If green goes to green, you must profit take, everybody, at the D of the Fibonacci of the confirmation. Okay? But the good news is, everybody, that every time that the market hits your D, you can re-enter and re-enter and re-enter until the market hits the appropriate D extension of the capital D of the original Fibonacci. Make sense? the confirmation Fibonacci is a structural part of the original one. Okay, so the original Fibonacci, okay, is the swing. The Fibonacci of the confirmation is the subswings. This is why the original Fibonacci it's named ABCD. The contrarian it's named sub A, sub B, sub C, sub D. And again, there is no right or wrong, there is no rules, but the Fibonacci of the confirmation it's named sub A. Sub A and sub B. Passion, can I name it 1, 2, 3, 4? Sure. Absolutely. Sub B, sub A, see everybody, sub A, sub B, and of course you have the sub C. Okay. Passion, why are you using sub A, sub B, sub C? Because the Fibonacci sequence can have more sub swings, everybody. Make sense? Oh, that's interesting, sir. Thank you for the sir, everybody. So, one more time, or say hello on Skype. Okay, so I can, if you want, I can give you the pictures. Okay, I can send you the 3 pictures if you want. Okay, this is one, this is the original, this is the contrarian, and now this is starting from today, this is the Fibonacci of the confirmation. And as we are reading, we use the Fibonacci of the confirmation number 1.1 to re-enter trends when we have missed the entry at the C. Are you happy, Lucas? Everybody, if Lucas is if Lucas is happy, I'm happy too, you know? Everybody? So, back in time, without the Fibonacci of the confirmation, we were crying, oh my gosh, I lost the entry, you know, Elvis has left the building, you know, and so on and so on and so on. And many times it was not our fault, right? Why not? Because we could be sleeping, right? I mean, come on, you know, I'm not going to wake up at 3 a.m., 2 a.m. to trade the market, you know, because the market has found the C. Make sense, everybody? You could be sleeping, you know, or being at the job, or whatever might be the case, so you miss the entry at the capital C. Well, now with the Fibonacci of the confirmation, you can re-enter anywhere and everywhere inside the sequence. Just remember that you are trading not this pattern, you are trading the mini, let's call it mini, right? You are trading the mini pattern until the market hits the D up in here. Okay, now this is one. Another one, why we are using the Fibonacci of the confirmation is, you know, many times, let's say that we are, you know, we enter the market at the C, text in here, we enter the market at the C, right? And then with our system or strategy, whatever might be the case, let's say that we managed our trade, okay? We managed our trade and we get stopped out with profit, okay? Clone. So this was the stop loss. We were managing our trade and edit label, stopped out with profit. Everybody, we were stopped out with profit, and the market makes the first higher high again, you know, and we want to enter or re-enter in here back again. Let's change the colors to black for the trend lines. Same story, right? You know, why? Because back in time, if this is our entry, you know, risk-reward ratio issue. See everybody? You know? And it's not okay because it touched the blue here. Blue goes to blue. See everybody? Are you happy, Lucas? Lucas is happy today. Oh my god, you know, I'm going to trade like crazy now. I can enter and re-enter and double enter and triple enter. Right? Everybody? So if we are going to enter here, because we were stopped out in the profit one more time, we need to wait. Everybody, there are some rules to learn, you know, but anyway, we can enter here, you know, and trading the confirmation Fibonacci, or the Fibonacci of the confirmation. Of course. Of course, sir, I can do swing trades with more entries. Sure. Sure. Okay, so we would enter in here, and again, remember everybody, rules. You are not trading this pattern. You are trading the mini pattern. Okay? You are trading the mini pattern, not the big one. Okay? Make sense? And now, remember, you know, those rules still apply. You know, everybody, the contrarian Fibonacci is a great tool. It's a great tool to re-enter trends. But also remember, because of this one, everybody, you know, you can have more losing trades too. Make sense? So if the market is going to push and find an extension, then you are going to have between 3 to 7 opportunities, everybody. You are going to have, most statistically speaking, okay, statistically speaking, you are going to have 3 to 7 opportunities to re-enter until the market hits the D extension, the capital D. But remember, every time you put the stop loss inside the AB boundary, you are increasing the chance of being stopped out by 80%. So this rule, everybody, that the safest place of the stop loss is down here, okay, this rule still persists, is still valid. Okay, so yeah, sure enough, the Fibonacci of the confirmation solves a lot of issues. Risk-reward ratio might be the biggest one, that we can enter more times, we can enter many times, right? But don't forget that you are trading the mini pattern, you are trading the sub. Risk-reward ratio, green goes to green, risk-reward ratio related, you are trading the mini pattern, not the big one. Okay? Now we are using different techniques, sure enough. So I can enter here, everybody. Okay? And if the market's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, then of course we can cancel and replace until our the extension in here. Okay, everybody? But just remember that this is the pattern that you are trading. Okay? You can, everybody, I'm going to do what is a mistake. You cannot enter, okay, you cannot enter the confirmation Fibonacci and project your trade. Oh, this is my stop loss. Everybody, this is my stop loss, and so this is my risk, and this is my reward. this would be wrong. Passion, why this would be wrong? This would be wrong because we don't know, everybody, if the market is going to hit the D extension. Make sense? Always remember that every pattern has rules. So if you are trading the mini pattern, stop loss below this sub A and profit take at this sub D. If it happens that the market's making higher highs, higher lows, you can choose. It's your choice, everybody. It's your decision. You can choose to profit take 50%. You can choose to, whoops, let's do another one. You can choose to profit take 50% at the sub D and let the other 50% run. Make sense? Or you can choose to not take any profit and let the higher highs, higher lows run too. But don't mix apples with bananas, okay? The plan is to profit take at the sub D, okay? We've seen countless times, you know, trader would enter in the Fibonacci of the confirmation, the market would hit the sub D, would make a lower low, a higher low, you know, and a lower high, and the trader would not take the profit at the sub D, and they would make a lower low and a higher high. The trader would not profit take at the sub D, and then would profit take down in here. This would be, everybody, this would be a trader's mistake. Okay? If you cannot trade like this, I'm telling you up front, everybody, before you start to do these things, okay? This would be a trader's mistake. This is not the way to trade the Fibonaccis. Every pattern, remember, you're going to be sick and tired of me telling you every pattern has its own rules. Every pattern has its own rules. Obey the rules of the pattern. Make sense? So this is the good news, right? We can re-enter many times. We can manage our trades too with no problem. With no problem, and we can re-enter. So we are using the Fibonacci of the confirmation to re-enter trends when we have missed the entry at the C. 1.2 to confirm the extension from the original Fibonacci of the larger time frame and the smaller time frame. Trading rules until the D extension of the contrarian Fibonacci. So those are how to use the 3 Fibonacci. Okay? Trading rules until the D extension of the contrarian Fibonacci is still inside the AB boundary of the original Fibonacci. You are entering trades with a probability 50-50 yes on the Fibonacci of the confirmation too. If you can find the contrarian Fibonacci with the projected extension above below the capital A of the original Fibonacci, you are entering 80-85% probability to rate. So those two rules still stands. Those two rules, number 1 and number 2, apply to the Fibonacci of the confirmation too. When you find the capital C, your stop loss should go below the capital A and profit take would go above or below the capital D of the original Fibonacci. When you find the capital C, you should check the trend direction from the larger time frame and compare it to the lower time frame prior to entering the trade. The last thing you need to do is to identify in what zone are the Fibonaccis on the larger time frame and the smaller time frame. And number 6, when you arrive at the point where the D, capital D of your Fibonacci of the confirmation is above or below the D of the original Fibonacci, you should profit take at the D of the original Fibonacci. Now, what does this mean, number 6? Extremely important. Extremely important. So, you have original Fibonacci like here, and then you have the retracement, and then you have the extension, right? Whatever might be the case, okay? And let's say that you are trading the confirmation Fibonacci, everybody. Now, so this would be the A, this would be the A, this would be the B, this would be the B, this would be the C down in here, and up in here this would be the projected the extension. This is the D, okay? And see everybody, but you are trading the mini pattern. This is the pattern that you are trading, right? This is the pattern that you are trading. So you are trading the sub A in here, and clone and edit label sub B, one more time, clone and edit label sub C, one more time, clone, edit label and sub D, sub A, sub B up in here, sub C in here, and the projected sub D. Tell me everybody, is the sub D above or below the capital D? You are trading the mini pattern, right? Sir, can we use the contrarian Fibonacci inside the confirmation Fibonacci to set? Yes, you can. We're going to learn about this tomorrow. Question everybody, is this mini pattern called the confirmation Fibonacci, does it have the projected sub D above or below the capital D of the original one? Remember everybody, this is the strongest one. The original Fibonacci, everybody, is stronger than the contrarian and is stronger than the confirmation one. Okay? Why? Because the contrarian Fibonacci and the Fibonacci of the confirmation are structural parts. You know? It's like the original Fibonacci is the car, and the contrarian and the confirmation Fibonacci would be the engine and the tires. Make sense? Can you drive the car without an engine? You know, no you can't. Can you drive the car without tires? No you can't, right? But you are still driving the car. Make sense? So the original Fibonacci, capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D is stronger. And this is why we are seeing in the picture, we have the rule number 6. When you arrive at the point where the D, well, I should change here, right? I should write where the sub D of your Fibonacci of the confirmation is above or below the capital D of the original Fibonacci, you should profit take at the capital D of the original Fibonacci. One more time, why is that? Because the original Fibonacci is stronger. And Lucas is saying, yes, it's above the original D. Yes, sir. Okay? Passion, why should we profit take at the D? Because the market can go up. Market wave, everybody. Extension, retracement, extension. And if you draw the Fibonacci on the market wave, when the market hits, not the Fibonacci of the confirmation, when the market hits the capital D, especially on the higher time frame, everybody, higher time frame being the daily, weekly and monthly, then what is going to happen? And it's a must. It's going to happen as sure as that is going to get dark tonight, everybody. This is how the market moves. It cannot move other way. Exactly, a retracement. Exactly, a retracement. Yes, sir. Exactly, a retracement. Okay? And this is why when you are trading the Fibonacci of the confirmation, you should profit take at the capital D, everybody, of the original Fibonacci. Now, what does this mean? This means, one more time, the last swing. Maybe it's not worth risking. Why not? Because by default, everybody, those are the rules. If you are going to trade the confirmation Fibonacci, this is the rule. So the last swing, maybe it's not worth taking. Why not? Because you are risking. Hello MHB, how are you? MHB, I send you a message on Skype about the capital raise. Okay, check it later. So back to class, everybody. You are risking more than you are making, see? If this is the risk, okay, if this is the risk, and you must profit take at the capital D, and those are the Fibonacci trading rules. This is how you trade the Fibonaccis, then maybe the last swing is not worth taking. Make sense? Oh, so when it hits the D, we should expect a retracement, no more entries. Absolutely. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Extension, retracement, extension. This is how the Fibonacci works. Okay? Now tell me, everybody, tell me a currency pair that you like, that you prefer. Tell me a currency pair, everybody. Otherwise, Lucas, it was NZD USD, right? We were checking NZD USD last time. If I recall correctly, it was NZD USD. Everybody, NZD USD, NZD USD, NZD USD, NZD USD, up and down, right? See what's happening, everybody? But NZD USD on the weekly chart, right? Now let's start learning, everybody, how to identify and address. So we have, this is NZD USD weekly chart. Our original Fibonacci is down. Our contrarian Fibonacci is up. What about the Fibonacci of the confirmation? Okay, everybody, is going to look like a mess, so if it bothers you, just cancel the contrarian. Okay, if it bothers you, all right. And what is the Fibonacci of the confirmation? Well, we are going to apply the same rules again. Mock Watts says Euro GBP, please. Sure, give me a second, we're going to check Euro GBP. Okay, so we're going to apply the same Fibonacci rules to draw the Fibonacci, everybody. Okay, edit levels, so it's going to have the same color. Now let me see this. I want to check if this is a low. 69427, 6944. So this is the low. So this is our Fibonacci of the confirmation, everybody. High to low. And this is our C, green goes to green, and this is our Fibonacci of the confirmation. Wow, right? I didn't enter at the C because I was sleeping, or I was at my job, or I was on vacation, right? So I can still trade the Fibonacci of the confirmation. So text, right? So this would be the sub A, up in here, sub A, clone, edit label. We are going to have this sub B, sub A, sub B, down in here one more time, clone, everybody, sub A, sub B, sub C, sub C, and lastly, of course, clone, one more time, edit label, sub D. Our sub C is up in here for the time being. Our projected, well, blue goes to blue, so this is our projected extension, right? Okay, everybody? You can have it, you can have the contrarian too. If you are, everybody, if you are able to spot and understand everything that is happening on the chart, you can have the contrarian on the chart too, okay? But just remember that maybe sometimes it gets messy if you have the original one, you have the contrarian one, and then you have the Fibonacci of the confirmation. But this would be the whole picture. Make sense, everybody? Now, before we check Euro GBP, you have the original Fibonacci going down and is still valid. You have the contrarian Fibonacci going up and is still valid. And you have the Fibonacci of the confirmation pushing down and it's still valid. Who do you think is going to win the war? Who is going to win the fight? Who is going to win the battle between the bulls and the bears on NZD USD weekly chart? Let's make a poll, everybody. Who in here thinks that the bulls are going to win? Of course, we're talking about the Fibonacci. And who in here thinks that the bears are going to win? Oh, we confirmed the scene original Fibonacci and contrarian Fibonacci as well. Very interesting, sir. Sure, thank you very much. Everybody, who do you think is going to win in the end, right? You know, of course, you know, okay, yeah, this is the weekly chart and it's going to take a few months, everybody, but this time next year, this market or is going to be like this, or next time this year the market is going to be like that. Bear, says Jordan. Okay, everybody, Jordan, thank you very much. You are correct. Remember, everybody, Fibonacci's are not 100%, okay, but 7 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, the original Fibonacci and the contrarian Fibonacci are going to win. In this example, the original Fibonacci being a down Fibonacci, yeah, I said wrongly, I'm sorry. You know, the original Fibonacci being down and the Fibonacci of the confirmation being down, okay, 7 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, you know, they are going to win the battle, the bears. Okay, now Mokwatse, I hope I pronounce your name correctly. If I don't, I'm sorry. Euro GBP, Euro GBP, Euro GBP, Euro GBP. Give me a second. Euro GBP. Where are we? Euro GBP. And USD out, USD CAD out, Euro GBP daily chart, indicators out, we are not there yet, indicators out, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, Euro GBP. Everybody, what we must learn is that, and clone chart, weekly chart, clone chart, weekly chart. Okay, everybody, what we must learn from with the Fibonacci's, number one, and thank you Mokwatse for this pair. Everybody, you need to pay attention when a currency pair is locked inside the sideways movement, inside the sideways channel, the Fibonacci's don't work. Mokwatse says, well, it's African name, it should be hard, so no offense, thank you very much. Okay, everybody, you can, when you have a big consolidation like on Euro GBP, okay, sure, you can draw your Fibonacci's. But just remember that Fibonacci's don't work in a sideways channel. Okay, why not? It means that you cannot profit take up in here and expect that the market is going to go further up, you know. Okay, anyway, Euro GBP daily chart, and see everybody. If so, I'm going to make it bolder, stroke. See everybody, this is the original Fibonacci on Euro GBP daily chart. This is the A and this is the B. Okay? And this AB boundary was formed in 2016. See the Q1, Q2, Q3 down in here on JForex? So this sequence was established in 2016. Okay? So Euro GBP and Mokwatse, thank you again. Euro GBP, it's a currency pair where we cannot really use the Fibonacci's. You know, there was no use. Why not? Because this pattern, this AB boundary, it's sideways. I mean, not the pattern, the market is sideways for 5 years. So let me go on the weekly, everybody. Okay, I'm going to delete a few of them. Delete, 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 delete. Delete, delete, delete. See everybody? Now we are on the weekly chart. This AB boundary, let's make it black and clone. This AB boundary started in 2016. You know, and the market is sideways. And it looks like it's not going to go anywhere. Try to break through, went down, so we are still here. Okay, everybody? Fibonacci's are a great tool but Fibonacci's are not useful in a sideways movement. You would not make any pips using the Fibonacci on the daily, monthly, weekly on Euro GBP. Everybody, can you understand this? Is this understandable to you? You cannot use, it would have no use with the Fibonacci's, right? But anyway, this market is locked inside this channel, monthly chart maybe, indicators out. From the monthly you have a down Fibonacci 2. Okay, this is the down Fibonacci from the monthly. Okay, now what do you think, everybody? What is going to, so what is the projection? Jordan says yes. What is the projection, everybody? Should you go, well, maybe it's not the best question, right? It's get too complicated. So let's make it simpler, right? Fibonacci out, Fibonacci out, out this one, out this one, out, out. Okay, so we are locked in here. Black line, upper black line, and down. We are locked in here. Okay, and this currency, by the way, it's a no-brainer to make some pips and money. Everybody, this is the weekly chart. So should you be long or short right now on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour and daily? Better to buy at 0.82, absolutely agreed. But for the time being, everybody, should you be long or short on Euro GBP? Mokwatse, what do you think? Long or short? We can make a plan, right? What to do short term, what to do long term. And this currency pair, it's really a no-brainer. Right? If you know where to put the stop loss, if you know where to put the take profit. Let's make a poll, everybody. Do you want, so you want to make some pips and money right now, long or short? This is the bottom, maybe interesting to buy right now, long or short? Everybody. And we learned this, everybody, we learned this stuff, come on. We learned this from the previous lessons. How to trade consolidation, it's really a no-brainer. And don't be shy, don't be scared. Long or short? I don't know, passion, help me. Okay, okay. I don't know, passion, help me. Okay. I'm going to help you. I don't know, passion, help me. Okay. This is the sideways channel. And you are seeing something like this. And the market is almost at the bottom, but it's not yet. So we have this space in here. Okay? It's a no-brainer, everybody. Should you go long or short right now? Mokwatse, congratulations. Yes, sir, short. Lucas, right now short until the bottom. Yes, sir. Shorting the market. But the market is going to move up. Well, sure, but we need to see the market telling us, right? So, passion, I don't know, help me. We are staying short until the market's making lower lows, lower highs on the daily. Once it starts to making higher highs, higher lows on the daily, then tip-top long, yes. Once the market starts to make higher highs, higher lows on the daily, then tip-top long is saying already, then we go long. Okay, Passion, I don't know, help me. For the time being, and this is the weekly chart by the way, for the time being, the market's making lower lows, lower highs, right? Agreed, everybody? So we are still short. We don't know we don't know MHB, it's an advanced trader. I will put a limit at 0.83. Yes, agreed with you. Everybody, we don't know where the market is going to reverse, but, you know, we are going to monitor the daily. We don't know where. Could be here, could be when lower, you know. Anyway, okay, delete, delete, delete. So maybe it's going to do something like this and then start to retrace and reverse. Maybe it's going to fall and break a little bit and then start to reverse and go back up. Right? But Mokwatse, you are correct. For the time being, where is the daily? Weekly daily. For the time, this is the daily, yes. For the time being, everybody, you know, we are still in a downtrend, right? And everybody, remember, we are talking about relevant highs and lows, right? Not just any high and low, okay? This was not the signal to go long yet. Somebody would say, oh, but the market made higher highs, higher lows. This was not, those were not relevant. Okay, everybody? So this is the daily and the relevant high is this one. Okay? So the market is going to fall, we don't know where, but when it's going to make higher highs, higher lows, and it's going to break this relevant high, this is going to be the signal to go long. One more time. Sir, did you sell at the top of the channel? Yes, I did. Not really at the top. I'm always waiting for the market to show me where is the right time to enter. You talked about this probability in a lesson, sure. Sideways movement, everybody, are difficult to trade on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. But you know, they get easier on the monthly, weekly, and the daily. Make sense? So everybody, what is the homework? We are getting, next week we are getting over the Fibonacci's. Okay? What is the homework? Build your charts. Build your charts with the Fibonacci's. Build your charts with the support, resistance, pivot points. Okay, build your charts. Have the, I mean, it's up to you. Some of you are going to say, well, I'm going to use the Fibonacci's because I like it, I understand it, it makes sense to me. Some of you are not going to use the Fibonacci's because it's too difficult to understand, and it's okay. But if you are going to use the Fibonacci's, everybody, build your charts. Okay? Support, resistance, pivot points too. What would be the example? Maybe GBP AUD. Let me see GBP AUD. GBP AUD, GBP CAD. Passion, do we need to have the Fibonacci's on all the charts? Absolutely yes. So monthly, weekly, see? Build your charts. Forget about the indicators, we are not there yet, everybody. But build your charts, have support, resistance, pivot points, and Fibonacci's. Make sense? Okay, everybody, so as always, some of you are asking, okay, what else do you have, you know? Do you have anything else? Can you help us? So I can send you the pictures, everybody. This is number one. I can send you the pictures on how to use the 3 Fibonacci's. Just send me an email or say hello on Skype. Otherwise, those are the next levels in your trader's development. Okay, those are the next levels when you are developing yourself into a professional trader. You have the next level number one. You can ask for private lessons of the Forex course 101. If you have a strategy and if you understand how the market works, you must come to the Forex course 202. Okay? This is not a sales pitch, everybody. I'm telling you, if you've been around the block for 2, 3, 4 years and you are not making it, there is some specific knowledge that you didn't acquire. Okay? So those are the next 2 levels in trader development. And of course, if you're an advanced trader like MHB, you can join us in the New York session when we trade together, or the Tokyo session when we trade together. And finally, if you want to trade with an institution, having a boss, then you can ask for incubation, where we are going to give you the institutional money to trade. Of course, strict rules apply. This is not a joke, everybody. Okay? And you must be an advanced trader. No beginners in here, of course. That being said, everybody, stay strong and trade with passion. This is FXPassion, signing off.